Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. Damn, man, there's a lot to talk about, man. I'm going to continue to talk some boxing, man. Talk about that debacle and basically some other shit, man, with, that fraud. That fraud. You know what I'm saying? That fraud, Anthony Johnson, and that other fraud, lying-ass Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see a picture of Eddie Hearn, what he looks like, Google this old brand Nubian video called Wake Up. Wake up, and you will see a picture of, Eddie Hearn. What he really is. Real talk. But anyway, let me talk some NBA. Alright, man. We all know that Kawhi Leonard wants the fuck out of San Antonio. He has made it abundantly clear he will not step into the San Antonio locker room or whatever the case may be. And I'm finna really go in deep with this shit. Like I said, whatever didn't happen between him and the Spurs is a very toxic situation, and they need to defuse this shit as quick as possible. Don't hold the man hostage. Don't do none of that shit. Now, we all know that people gonna try to put some label on Kawhi Leonard, and we already know why that is. We already know why that is, because certain players get certain labels put on them because they expect us not to have a voice. They expect us to all have the happy Negro smile, the cheesy smile, just shut up and play. No, fuck that. They expect us not to speak about shit. And like I said, I'm not putting down Greg Popovich. I'm not going to talk bad about Greg Popovich. I'm not going to talk bad about the Spurs organization because I respect the Spurs. One of my favorite basketball players of all time played 20 years for the Spurs. Played his entire career for the Spurs, which is Tim Duncan. As I said before, I don't have no problem with the Spurs or the ownership, and I'm not going to talk bad on them, but they need to just, fix the situation with Kawhi Leonard. Don't hold the man hostage. Don't talk this bullshit about we don't give in to player demands. And we only know what group of people talk that bullshit about the inmates are running the asylum and all that type of shit. Because here's the thing. When the ownership group want to get rid of a player and they trade them, you don't hear about loyalty and all that type of bullshit then. But you only hear about loyalty and that type of shit when the player decides to leave on his own. Because in most cases, we know what color these owners are. And a lot of times these dumbass fans, and particularly the non-black ones, look at these athletes as livestock. They really do. And I'm just keeping it 100. The truth hurts. The truth really hurts. But Kawhi Leonard, the best thing for the Spurs to do is see what they can get for him. Now, like I said before, if I'm Magic Johnson, I would be on the phone with the Spurs night and day until I can strike a deal. I know that the Lakers might not want to give up Kyle Kuzma, but if it meant they could get a proven all-star, finals MVP, in Kawhi Leonard, if they have to package Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma and some draft picks for Kawhi Leonard, then, hey, you got to do it. You got to do it. And I know that the Spurs is probably willing and dealing, and I know they say, oh, well, we don't believe in trading players to our Western Conference rivals. Well, you know what? Some things you just have to stop believing in. You know what I'm saying? Because as I said before, what the fuck do you want to do? Do you want to hold him hostage? Keep him there until he's a free agent and he leaves on his own and you get absolutely nothing for him. Then you sit up and you have egg on your face. And then, who knows? You back to being in the draft again. The Spurs have had a well-oiled, put-together machine for the last 20 years with Tim Duncan. And it is no need to fuck it up. They need to bite the bullet, swallow their pride. If he wants to go to the Lakers, trade him to the Lakers. Because all you gonna do if you trade him to a team, if you try to do the 1 year lease, trade him to a team and then he leaves anyway, then guess what? The best thing for the Spurs to do is do a sign and trade. And trade him to the Lakers. Now, I know the San Antonio Spurs don't want to deal with that big mouth LeVar Ball. But what they can do is they can put strict, regulations and restrictions for LeVar Ball to where, hey, if he talks too much, he's banned from the locker room. He has to sign a confidentiality agreement saying he won't bash. Man, they can make him sign that. They can put that in Lonzo's contract. They can do it. And like I said, the Spurs better not try to play hardball. Because if they try to play hardball with Kawhi Leonard, it's going to blow up in their face. He going to knock the ball right out of the motherfucking ballpark. He going to home run on the Spurs. Because he just going to stay there this one remaining year. And then he's going to be a free agent. So it's best for them to move him now. It's best to make a move now. Get something for him while you can. Trade him to the Lakers. Like I said before, people only use certain type of wording for certain type of players. And players that look a certain way. They use that overpaid terminology for certain players with certain skin tones. Because you don't never hear them say Tom Brady is overpaid. You don't never hear them say Aaron Rodgers is overpaid. You never hear them say that type of shit. But you get these people that call into these talk radios. Oh, you never hear that shit. So it is what it is. The Spurs must make a move right now. And if I'm a team, I wouldn't try to get Kawhi Leonard for a 1 year deal. Like I said, the best thing for the Lakers to do and the Spurs is to try to come to some kind of agreement to get Kawhi Leonard there, man. That's all I have for right now, man. I'm out.